Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your nerdy friend Takashi14 here. Welcome you guys back to another Iruna Online video, and today we're going to be upgrading the Machtrario to max. So without further ado, let's get this started. So when I was in the midst of, making this video, I kind of fucking forgot to make an intro for this weapon. You know how I usually do with all of my other up and anything to max videos. So yeah, enjoy this random ass jump cut to basically the first portion of the video. So without further ado, enjoy. Alrighty, so Machtrario is a negative hate rising staff that's dropped by Gaucho at the Balia, Tree Hollow, bottom floor outside of Soteria City. Its initial stats are magic attack plus 13%, heal recovery plus 4%, absolute evasion plus 3%, negative hate rise minus 15%, and magic up by your level. Now Machtrario has only one upgradable form, that is Machtrario Mark II, so in order to make the upgrade you're going to need to get yourself a TP for Underground Balloon and bring along the following materials. 1 Machtrario from Gaucho, 1 magic core from Parasilia at the Ronfa Calcreus Cave center floor outside of Underground Balloon, 2 light sword fragments from Exila Gawalt at the Fallen Angels territory outside of Underground Balloon, 3 high mithril from Blacksmith Crafting by bringing 60 Damascus Steel, 12 mithril, and 360k spina to create each high mithril. And don't forget to bring 250k spina along with you to make the weapons upgrade. Now I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys over to Live Taka so you can get y'all through the damage test as well as the upgrading process. Alrighty guys, we're gonna go ahead and do the live upgrading process, so to speak. This is kind of gonna be a little bit different. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you guys the actual live upgrading process because during the recording, the actual session that I was recording, the first one of me upgrading Machtrario to its Mark II form, OBS decided to freeze frame the recording screen. So the footage, when I got it after I was done recording it and finished, and I went to check the footage. When I looked over the footage to make sure everything was okay, I just saw one still frame of my bishop just standing there right next to the Underground Balloon blacksmith, and nothing else was happening. You could hear the audio, you could hear me talking, but you couldn't see visually anything that's going on. You couldn't see me upgrading Machtrario and talking about the stats and stuff like that. So what we're gonna pretty much do here is we're just gonna go over the stats right now. Now I'm gonna have a side-by-side comparison of the Machtrario Mark II to the Machtrario Mark I. So Machtrario Mark I would be on the right side of the screen, and Machtrario Mark II would be on the left side of the screen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Now because I do not have Machtrario Mark I up on my monitor right now, I do not know what the initial stats of this staff is, but what I will tell you is that this staff has got a really good increase as far as its stats goes. It went from whatever base attack you see on screen from Machtrario Mark I to 262, whatever the magic attack was for Machtrario Mark I think it's like 10% or something like that. It went up to 14%. We got a boost in our absolute evasion, a boost in our heal recovery, and a boost in our hate rise, because I do remember those 3 statuses as well as the magic attack was already on the Machtrario on its Mark I form. As well as we got a new hidden stat, well, semi-hidden, but it's magic up by level, and this stat is a really good power scaling stat for your damage because, as the stat says, as your level increase, the more magic attack you'll get out of this staff, which means the more magic attack damage you'll deal and the faster you'll kill mobs in the whole 9 yards. Generally, Machtrario, like I said before, is a very good staff. I urge you guys, if you have a bishop, to try it out, especially for any of you bishops out there who's looking for a nice, decent staff that's, not overpriced like Katarina Rod or one of the production-based light staffs that recently came into the game a little while back. If you're just looking for like a nice alternative that deals really good damage and that has some other little beneficial stats, I would highly suggest going for Machtrario. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and quit talking y'all heads off, so that way we can get through the live damage test. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Live Taka, the other Live Taka, so he can get you guys through the live damage test. So I will see you guys on the testing field. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do the live damage test for the Machtrario Mark II. Now before, the first time I recorded this, the screen on OBS got frozen completely, so it was literally stuck on the stationary screen as I was recording the first time. So I had to wind up recording again for the one time, and hopefully this recording doesn't crash or bug out like it did before. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and test out some of the damage capabilities of the Machtrario Mark II. Now real quickly, I'm gonna show you guys again the stats. It has 262 base attack, magic attack plus 14, absolute evasion, heal recovery, negative hate rise, and magic up by level. So this is a really good scaling normal staff that you could get for your bishop if you don't want to go for something like the Princely Rod, Katarina Rod combo, or Princely or Pre-Staff, or basically any other staffs that the bishop class usually uses that's really too much out of your price range, and you don't have the spina necessary to get those staffs and to upgrade and stuff like that. Machtrario is a very good alternative option. And you know, that's what pretty much in a nutshell what this series, you know, it's all about. It's pretty much all about really good alternative options that can be mainstream. This could be a mainstream staff, but you know, just more people got to give some life. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start dealing damage. Now I decided to come down to Squallows because my bishop, number one, I'm gonna show you guys her stats in a second. She does not have a bunch of intelligence in her build. As you can see here, I'm a 169, and it takes me a couple holy lights. I forgot what the skill is called because I've not been playing this game in a while. But it takes me a couple holy lights in order to kill a Squallow, because if we take a quick look at my stats here, as you can see, I have hardly any into my build, which is a very bad thing as a bishop. I have more so dex and vit than anything else. Main reason why I did this is because I wanted my bishop early game to be very tanky. And you know, because I wanted to use my bishop to solo a lot of bosses, I didn't want to have to really too much rely on my higher level characters in order to carry her through MQ. I kind of wanted her to, you know, just breeze through MQ pretty easily by herself, because believe it or not, bishops can handle MQ pretty well in solo, especially if they have a magical reflection set. I don't have my full set yet, however I am working on it. But once I finish it, you know, then I'm going to use it, and I'm going to probably really bust out all of my MQs on my bishop once I finish completing that set. But that's when I actually start playing this game more so often, because I've been playing a lot of BDO or Black Desert Online for the past couple months now, ever since the internet fiasco. But as y'all can see from my damage numbers, it's not that great. Like I said before, I'm dealing about 3.5k to Squallows. I don't know how much I deal to the Popolios. I'm trying to find one of them. I think it's called a Polio. Or a Polpol. I'm gonna just call it Pol. So as far as the poles go, I deal actually more damage to the Polpols. I do more to them. I deal about 3.5 to 4.6 if I get Spell Burst proc, which comes from my Mito armor. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell as far as the damage test goes. Like I said before, it's not really nothing flashy yet, because my bishop does not have the necessary stats in order to properly show off the amount of damage that this staff could deal. But I'm telling you guys, once I get her int build up, I'm definitely going to come back to this staff and probably do another live damage test just for this staff alone. And probably for whatever other staffs my bishop has that I may do up at Weapon to Max video on, just so I can show you guys what the finished product actually looks like, because this is sort of like just a little tease, you know, a little trailer of what the damage is for the staff. But I'm telling you guys, if I had more int, this staff would do a lot of damage, And if you guys got bishops on, you know, in your character lineup, I'd suggest getting Machtrario for yourself. And you got a decent status build, get this staff for yourself, pick it up, upgrade it, get it to max, +8 or +9 it. Generally, I like to plus my stuff to +8 before I upgrade it, just so that I won't have to worry about it. I don't go for +9 because it's just too much RNG, too much stamina and resources are being wasted and it's too much work. I don't go for that. I just go for +7 or +8 as you see here, and I'm pretty much copacetic with that. But anyways guys, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. So I'd like to thank you all ever so much for watching. Arigato to all my little Charmanders out there. Keep spreading the fire and the love, and I'll see all you guys in the next stream and or video. Peace out for now.